I'm Kento Bento.
10,000 subscribers. Wow, I can't even...
100,000 subscribers!
That is so many of you. I still remember when we were striving for the first 100 subscribers. We thought, well, that's about as good as it's gonna get.
Retirement!
But retire we did not. And about 80 videos later, we now have 1/570th the subscribers of PewDiePie. That's still a lot.
Yay!
We couldn't be happier, and it's all thanks to you for your love of Asian-y videos. This has given us the motivation to take the Kento Bento channel to the next level, but more on that later. In this video, I'll be answering the questions that many of you have been asking me about. Hopefully, this will clear some things up, so let's get into it. Number 1, why don't you upload more frequently? This is something that I really want to do, but due to the amount of research and editing that is required, in addition to the time spent on my other jobs, each video just ends up taking too long. For those wondering why I can't do YouTube full time, this is why. And this too. For us, YouTube isn't sustainable, but I've got some good news, which leads me to my next question. Number 2, do you have a team that you work with? At the moment, not really. I do most of the research, script writing, narration, and video editing, while Nina usually handles social media and design work. But things should be changing soon, as I'm currently in the process of hiring part-time help, which should eventually lead to more videos. Of course, our YouTube earnings won't be enough to cover the costs, so I'll be digging into my own pockets to pay for it. Nina thinks this is too risky, but hopefully it's worth it in the end. Okay, number 3. After making the video on how to escape North Korea, has anyone tried to assassinate you? No, thankfully, we're good.
But for how long, Kento?
So initially, the views on that video were quite poor, and at the time, we didn't have that many subscribers. So we were thinking, they're not gonna see it. But then a few months later, the video picked up, and now it's at about 2 million views. They're not gonna see it. Number 4, do you actually know if any North Koreans watch your videos? Well, if we're talking about North Koreans who live outside of North Korea, whether they've escaped or their parents escaped, yeah, I've received messages from a few of them. Honestly, I was a little nervous, like, did I get all my facts right? But they were pretty cool, and I was relieved that my video on escaping North Korea was approved by actual North Koreans. Now, if we're talking about North Koreans who actually live in North Korea, well, okay, let's dig into the analytics. There's North Korea, and yeah, if we're to believe the YouTube data, we've received 2 views from within North Korea, and they've watched 17 minutes of Kento Bento videos. Seeing as only high government officials have internet access in North Korea, that's kinda interesting. Number 5, what are some of the biggest mistakes you've made in your videos? I don't recall anything too bad, but the time I pronounced Tanzania as Tanzania was pretty cringy. There are the Nilotic people indigenous to the Nile Valley living in countries like South Sudan, Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania. Number 6, tell us one interesting fact about yourself. I'm not sure how interesting this is, but I have ADHD, which is Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder. So yeah, I make life hell for Nina.
Yes, you do.
Number 7, you've been doing YouTube for almost 3 years. When will you finally start Patreon? Actually, we just did. We didn't do it for the longest time, but the turning point was probably when YouTube demonetized our North Korea video. Yeah, they've demonetized our videos in the past, but this one we felt was important for spreading awareness, so it kind of rubbed us the wrong way. We realized we just couldn't rely on YouTube. Going back to what I said before, we really want to take the Kento Bento channel to the next level. So if you like what we do and you want to support us, please check out our Patreon page. We set up some cool rewards there as well. If you do become our patron, we simply can't thank you enough. Number 8, did you go to university? And if so, what did you study? I did go to university for like 10 years.
Yeah.
I was one of those people. I just couldn't decide what to settle on, and it didn't help that I was interested in almost everything. I studied computer science, physics, biology, economics, law, psychology, philosophy, culinary studies, and well, the one I studied the longest, going on to postgraduate level, was mathematics. Number 9, what's your favorite video that you've ever made? I know this video keeps coming up, but I'd have to say the North Korean escape video. The weight of the topic, the magnitude, the relevance, and oh my god, I did so much research on it. Another one I liked was the Where Are the Asian Borders video, since I felt no one really laid it out clearly before. As for underrated videos, there's 10 things you didn't know about the 2011 Japanese earthquake and tsunami. It's a shame that not many people watched it, as I felt it was one of my better videos, but if you're interested, it's worth a look. Number 10. When is your next Asian Borders video coming out? It's been ages. Yeah, I'm sorry for that. Part 3 of Where Are the Asian Borders and also part 3 of my Asian Eyes series will be coming out at some point, but I can't say when, unfortunately. Usually when I'm finished with a video, I'm pretty exhausted and overwhelmed with the topic, and I just want to leave it alone for a while to let my enthusiasm for it build back up. Eventually, I'd circle back to it. I know it's annoying for some of you, so I'll try and minimize that from now on. Number 11. Will you be doing any collaborations with other YouTubers? I've never done a collaboration with another channel before, but I am in contact with some other YouTubers, so it's definitely a possibility. Right now, I'm actually working on a little something with KenHub. You might have heard of them. If you don't know, their KenHub website is all about learning anatomy. Lots of videos, articles, interactive quizzes, detailed illustrations. So I'll be creating some interesting human anatomy videos for them. Not Asian-y videos, but human anatomy videos, and it's gonna go on their YouTube channel. The videos I'll be making will be quite different from their usual videos, so it'll be a bit of a revamp for them. If you're interested in human anatomy and you like the way I make videos, certainly keep an eye out for that in the future. I'll have a link for their channel in the description below. Okay, so I've still got more questions from you guys, like what software do you use to edit videos? What's the worst thing about doing YouTube? What are your future plans for this channel? Why is your accent so weird? I'll be answering those questions and more in a special Q&A part 2 video available for patrons on my Patreon page. I still can't believe 100,000. Once again, I want to thank all of you for your support. It really means a lot to us. Let me know down below what your favorite Kento Bento videos are. Leave a comment, leave a suggestion, hit that like button, and if you haven't subscribed already, please do, or you're gonna be missing out on some interesting Asian-y videos.